Testing 1 2. Good morning, Vietnam. Hey, so I'm in Banff. We still have COVID going on here, which is a real bummer. Town's pretty empty. I see the patio store are open now that the day is hot enough. More of the patios are starting to open up, so that's kind of a good sign. It's not that I go downtown that much. There's no real reason to. Hey, I'm going to buy an electric bike. What bike should I get? I'm thinking about that rad bike. It seems like they've been around for like 12 years, which most of these guys seem like they're just putting bikes together to sell them, specialized in companies like that. So they're just getting some components but the rad bike seems to be like the one for going around town. Anyhow, I was going to look at, it's really, really hot here today, man. And our forecast says, let's take a look at that second display, huh? There we go. So plus 15 today, 15 today, tomorrow, Saturday. That's why the Parks Canada now is calling for the avalanche hazard. The hazard raises significantly in the afternoon. It's pretty good and put together. What are they getting? So they're getting a freeze like last night was -3. So, and we have some cooler temperatures coming. There's not enough precip on Sunday to heal up the snowpack, so the skiing is still not going to be that great now. Once this heat has gotten to it, you'd have to get up really high. Still, lots of people skiing up in the ice fields area. Like I think there's fly-in camps and stuff like that. Like there's tons of people up there. Lisa went up and did a rescue yesterday. The lady got herself caught got cliffed out. So, I don't know. Skiing up high, you can get away with it. North polar aspects, anything north, maybe. Crowfoot, maybe, eh? Some aspects on that. Warm though, man, it'd be warm in the valley. But there's no skiing in the valley anyhow, so what the heck, eh? So let's see what Avalanche Canada's got to say. I bet you everything's going through the roof. Yeah, look at it. Look at those ones. Avalanche. Crux of the warm-up. Weather observation. Spring conditions Thursday. Avalanche danger available. Range from low to high. Traveling early in the day is recommended. Yeah. And then it just breaks down in the afternoon. The temperature goes down, the stability gets better. As the temperature rises, the stability decreases, which is what you would expect. But yeah, so I don't know, man. Would I go out? Would I bother going out looking for trouble? Like, how much am I going to get done? I have to be back to the car by 12. So maybe if I started at 4 in the morning or something, went and tried to do Hector would be probably something I might try and get a few runs on, sort of thing. But it's going to be icy on the way down. I don't know how much traffic's been on there, but some days it's just like pretty bad. So, might even need crampons on that lower section now. Who knows? Not ski crampons, but real crampons. I don't know. I don't even think ski crampons would climb that head wall. And then if that head wall hasn't run, I'd be, like if it slides, but if it on Hector, if you hadn't, if it hadn't slid, I'd be a little bit concerned about that. Not a lot going on around here. No. Facebook. What about Parks Canada? They got anything new on their Facebook page other than that ice fields thing again? Jesus, it makes me cringe when I see, ski. They did this for a ski run, but I guess there's a lot of people back up here these days. They fly in from the Golden side. It's not a huge flight. And there's enough people up there. I'm sure you could dovetail a flight, find out somebody that's going in there. And when they come out, you can pick up half the flight. So cut your costs significantly, but it's not that much. And you go in there, you can fly in a camp and have pretty good, you can spend a week easily in the fresh fields area, ski mountaineering. Awesome country up there. That's what we're kind of thinking of doing next year. Kids will be old enough. Avon will be like 15, almost 15. Tyler will be 13, and he can ski. Look at this, eh? Like I pointed this out yesterday. These tracks, or the other day, these tracks going underneath this ice fall. You see a chunk of ice broke off. Maybe a cornice, probably ice. And then hit the slope below. Powder probably doesn't run the whole track, but a powder cloud would definitely have you concerned, wouldn't it? This is some of the most heavily crevassed country. I don't know if I would be very comfortable. And you can see the up track here. Come down that in the summertime, and it's not a place you really want to be. I kind of wish I came down in here with some clients off of Columbia. We flew into Columbia from the other side. Then we got stormed out of there. The weather was not that great. So we waited a day, didn't improve, and out we came. But we hurried through this. So there was this section in here we came down in. But I had to run those clients like through this part just because of this exposure here. Wouldn't willingly ever put myself in that exposure, but there can't get through over here, I don't think. Well, Mark Clausen and I did. We went and climbed Andromeda. And then came off the shoulder, came down this way somehow. Huh. Remember how we did that. Anyhow, take a look at, you want to check out Lake Louise, baby? Here we go. Oh, look at that, eh? Woo. That's gonna, I gotta go to the lake tomorrow with the kids. I'm taking over for 2 days of skiing with T-Dog and a van. Which, there's ain't that bad. Go hang out, take a book, take my computer, ski a few runs. If it's crowded, I don't know. People are kind of moving on, I think, now to other activities. So the ski hill didn't seem that busy last weekend, and so might be the same this weekend too. Now that it's so warm, it's going to destroy the skiing, and the only reason I'm going is kids have lessons, right? So boy, I wish I'd come back as a Banff kid. So I'm looking at getting an electric bike, man. These Brad electric bike. These puppies here, eh? $1,700. The Rad Runner. And it's got a bunch of accessories that go with these things, but we'll just get it for running around town. Because every time I fire up my truck, I go down to get a loaf of milk. I've got other mountain bikes, but sometimes you just don't, right? You don't want to do it, come up the hill or whatever. This thing looks like a lot of fun to drive around. There's a few of them in town, but you can add a seat to it. You can add a basket, front and back if you want. Center console if you need it, but I don't think we'd get that. Runners are fenders for sure, because you can drive it in all weather. It's not going to go off the road or off the trail. It'd be fun on Finland's trail though, wouldn't it? Actually, it'd be really fun because they're going to close off part of the Minnewanka loop. So you could just like bike up there in this thing. And a front rack. Yeah. Carry 3 people with that puppy, eh? And they've been around too, you know, like they're 12 years in the making. I saw some reviews on them. They seem pretty good. Up to 72 kilometers, so it's 25, say, to downtown Canmore. That's 50. So I even could go there and back on a charge and still have a little bit. Not much left to come back with though, right? So 50 leaves her 20 kilometers. So that's up 2, so it could be less then. I don't know, man. 1,700 bucks. Not that bad of a price considering I think we just spent 50 over 5,000 on a mountain bike just recently, so add one to the cart. Okay. How do we do that? 1,700 add to cart. Begin checkout. How do you do that? Shipping information. Alberta. T1L 1G8. And my available options. Huh. 250 bucks to put the bike together. Bill delivery or shipping for free. Wonder if I got to put it together. I wonder how hard that would be. PayPal. Does it take PayPal? No. Zero Pay, Apple Pay, GPay, Google Pay. Didn't even know that was a thing. Alrighty.